Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate and today we're going to be looking at a recipe for lemon paprika chicken, which is really tasty and also really very simple. But before I get into the recipe, I just wanted to give a million thank yous to Cheryl from the channel What's for Tea. She gave me a shout out on one of her videos for my first video, which I launched last week. And as a result, a lot of her lovely subscribers came over and had a look and commented and liked and subscribed. I could not be more grateful, Cheryl. Thank you so much. It was such a kind thing to do. And also, for those of you who have subscribed and liked and commented, I am really appreciative. Thank you so much. It was a positive experience and I have been thinking about doing this for some time and I'm so very glad I did. I hope I can continue to do videos that you enjoy. So for now, into the lemon paprika chicken and the ingredients. So we've got a couple of carrots here which have just been diced roughly. We've got a teaspoon of dried mixed herbs and a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I wanted 12 shallots, but I couldn't get the smaller shallots, so I got these banana versions and I've just chopped those in half and that will be just fine. I've got the 2 lemons, which I'll be taking the juice of. I just need the juice, and I'm going to be using 3 cloves of garlic in this recipe, but you can use whatever you want to use. White wine stock pots. Now I use the Tesco ones, which are really good value in my opinion. I think this box of 4 is about £1.30, something like that, but they add a real good flavour to things and saves having to use actual real wine. And then I've got 340 grams of chopped up chicken breast, which is about 12 ounces. So for this recipe, I'm trying to minimise the calories, but you don't have to. So I'm going to use Fry Light, which is, I think it's advertised as 1 calorie per spray. But you can use whatever oil you want to. I think if I was using oil for this, I would use olive oil. So I'm just popping the chicken in now, and what I'm going to do is just spread it around the base of the pan. And what I'm looking to do here is just make sure that the chicken's sealed. I don't particularly want it to be brown, but if some bits of it go brown, that's no problem. And what I've got here is enough chicken for 2 people. Generous portions really. Normally I would have done a double and then frozen it, and this recipe would really respond well to doubling, so you could absolutely do that, no problem. Okay, so I've stepped through to where the chicken is sealed on all sides, and I'm just going to add the other ingredients now. So we're popping in the shallots and the carrots, and I'm just going to stir those around just so that all of the flavours are mingling in the pan. And the next thing I'm going to add is the garlic, which I have just pushed through a garlic press. So here you are, is the 3 cloves of garlic all minced up, and again just making sure that I'm moving it around the pan. You can see in the middle there that there's brown on the bottom, but that's no problem. When we put the liquid in, that will all get moved up into the liquid for the recipe and will form part of the flavouring. I'm adding the smoked paprika and the herbs, and again just mixing everything round so that all of the ingredients are coated with the flavourings. To this then, I'm going to add the lemon juice. This is the juice of 2 lemons here. It doesn't look very much, but obviously it's quite a pungent flavour, so it will work well. And as you can see, those nice tasty little crusty bits that formed on the bottom of the pan have actually moved up into the lemon juice, and that will provide a really good flavour base. And here I am with the white wine stock pot, which I dissolved in about half a pint or 1/4 of a litre of boiling water. I'm just going to make sure I just move that all around so that the herbs move from the ingredients into the sauce. This really is such a simple recipe. And now the next thing I'm going to do is just add some salt and pepper. I like salt, but I know a lot of people don't want to have too much salt in their diet, so it's absolutely perfectly fine to miss it out. That's no problem. And then I'm just adding some black pepper. Now it looks like I'm adding absolutely loads of black pepper here, but it's just, I'm afraid that this particular pepper mill is just a little bit rubbish, so so not that much is coming out. So add the black pepper, and then what we just want to do then is just make sure that we stir it all through, and that the salt and pepper are all mixed in the liquid. Then we need to just pop the lid on and cook that for probably about half an hour. There you go. After about half an hour, I've come back to the pan, and being careful and using a little heat resistant mat, I'm just having a look at the ingredients there, and as you can see, it's starting to cook down nicely. And what I'm adding here is something which I didn't actually list on the ingredients, but I will put all the ingredients down below, is some cornflour, about 2 teaspoons of cornflour, just mixed with a little bit of water. And what I always do is just make sure that I get every last bit of cornflour out of the pot just by adding a bit of the liquid from the recipe in there. Okay, so I am mixing that through, and you can see already that that sauce is starting to look really thick. It's starting to coat all of the ingredients, and it's starting to look more like a finished dish than it did in the first place. When I add cornflour, I like to make sure that I have cooked it through, so I'm going to give this about another 10 minutes with the lid on. And I'm actually, although I don't show it here, I did add a little bit more water because I think that would have been a bit too dry as it was there, and with a little bit of extra cooking time, I just felt it needed a little bit more water. So here we go. I'm just popping the lid back on, again carefully because it's hot, and I'm just going to wait for about 10 minutes, and there you go. So that is the finished product. I think that looks absolutely delicious, and it was really delicious. And surprisingly, although I don't think I expected it to, it tasted almost like a sweet and sour dish. And I suppose that comes from the fact that we're using the very sweet shallots, and obviously we've got the sourness of the lemon juice. And here it is, all plated up. So this is with rice, just plain boiled rice, and this plate of food here is 428 calories for those of you that care, and those of you that don't, it was just delicious. I hope you give it a go. It was a really good recipe, and I'm really pleased I did it. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you want to see more videos than this, it would be great if you could press subscribe and also press the notification bell so that you'll know when I add on new videos. I'm going to be doing a shopping haul next, I think, and I'm hoping to get that up in the week. I'm just coming to terms with the software, with the editing software, so it's taking me a long time at the moment to do the videos, but I'm sure I'll get slicker and be able to put more videos up. Anyway, just thank you so very much for watching, and for all the positive things I've had so far. And once again, thank you, Cheryl. You're an absolute doll. Thank you.